Now you listen here, Jimmy. The only way you're gonna save yourself from those nightmares is if you stay a virgin to those horror picture shows they're showing down at the theater. You stay away from those films, you hear? I don't know, Tom. I kinda like those movies. You know, they give me kind of a thrill you can't get from those hot rod ones you're always watching. I don't care about the nightmares. I love them.
All right, guys, we are back. It is your host Daniel and your co-host
Mayhem.
Woo!
Woo!
We are back with a movie that I have really been looking forward to. It is gonna be Prey. We're here for Prey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always been a huge fan of the fucking Predator movies. What do you think about these so far?
So I actually got to see the first 5 or 10 minutes before I fell asleep. I was trying to I was trying to cheat while you were gone. I was cheating on you and trying to watch it, but it didn't work. That's what I get. But from the trailer and from the little bit I did see, it looks like it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see because we've seen futuristic Predator, and this looks like it's like back in time, him trying to adjust to being on Earth type of deal. I don't know, but I'm excited to see how he's going to adjust to being on an old school Earth. You know?
Yeah, and then even in the trailers, I know they advertised it like this is his first hunt. So I wonder, I know, in the trailer too, you see him kill that bear.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if if this is his first hunt, if he's still trying to also figure out who's the alpha, which creature or being on this planet that he's on is the main predator, because that's what the movies are. He's always trying to hunt the top game.
Oh,
that's also considered a predator. He hunts humans because they can fight back and all that shit.
I like that foreshadow. You think that's why they killed the bear in the trailer? Maybe he hunted down the bear because the bear's a pretty big predator out here in Earth.
Yeah, and it's chasing that girl. That's what I think. Because with predators, the way he is, I don't see him saving a human for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it is he knows that humans are the biggest prey here on Earth, and he wants to be able to get that trophy, so he kills the bear. But I think what it really is like what we just discussed, is that predator at this time doesn't know who's the apex predator on this planet, and that's why he kills that bear first.
I like that a lot, actually. That sounds like a good theory.
Dude, it'd make it so cool. And then even there was that scene where she comes across it looks like a herd of a bunch of dead buffalo, skinned and stuff. But that's already what we were doing as humans to buffalo. So that could have just been just that, or again foreshadow he did that. But I don't know, who knows. I think that part was just the humans. But like I said, I think he kills that bear because he's that's the alpha, that's the apex predator here.
Yeah, that makes sense though. I mean, I like the idea on that. I want to say it looked like he was going to go for the skin on the bear, when he held it up. I want to say he was going to take his spine like he usually does,
Dude, that would be fucking cool to see him take a bear skull or something.
I'd trip out on that.
That'd be bad.
How do you feel it's going to be trying to fight Predator with indigenous weapons, a bow and arrow, a fucking tomahawk?
Oh man, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a lot of these Predator movies. It seems like the final fight do come down hand to hand combat fights though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking back, and I'm pretty sure that's how they all pretty much ended. Even Arnold, he did use some of his tools to help his fight against Predator, but when it came down to it, it was pretty much hand to hand. Even the latest Predator movie, which I liked also, that was a hand to hand. And then all the AVP movies, which I thought were trash, those Predator didn't really fight the humans, so there was no last battle. And then Predator 2, that one ended where he was using Predator's own weapons against him, but again, hand to hand combat mostly. And then what was that other one? I just had it in my head.
Predators,
Oh yeah, the one where they're on that planet. Yeah, even then it came down to him using an axe and hand to hand combat. So in reality, I think those movies to put this movie out and make it look like it's going to be harder, I think it's kind of bullshit, considering the first one Arnold literally had a bow and arrow at the end, and that's what he used to fight him. So but I think it's going to be cooler though, only because that's what we're starting with. It's not like the other ones where they have all this equipment that you're like, oh dude, just fucking shoot him.
Yeah,
they're gonna have what every Predator antagonist had to survive the movie at the end. So that's gonna be kind of cool.
Right. I wonder if they're gonna find a way to adapt how all the other movies, Arnold used the mud for the heat sensors.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna, or they don't know what none of that stuff is. They don't know he could read my infrared. They don't know. So they're probably just gonna be sitting there dude, how's this guy see me? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on?
That's true. They're not going to understand like the camouflage that he has. They're not
Mm-hmm.
going to understand that technology like at all.
Right.
So that's going to be That's going to be the cooler part, in my opinion, is
Yep.
them reacting to these things that he has. Because even then, like the other movies, he does use things like just like kind of like that. Those claws he has, they're like a sword.
Yep,
almost. He's got the spear. He's got like the boomerang, a net, like or the boomerang like saw thing. Like he has tools that we use. And then the projectile he uses is just like energy based projectile.
Yeah, like a plasma type of deal.
Yeah, which people know about in our times or even in those movies. They're like, oh, it's some energy based weapon. So for these indigenous and even like I think they show like some fur trappers like getting fucked up in the trailer.
Ooh, I wonder if the fur trappers are the ones that got the buffalo.
They probably did. I'm pretty sure they did just because that's what the time period was. But I was just thinking ahead. But it was pretty sure it was the fur trappers.
Yeah.
But you know, like even like everyone's gonna know is not gonna know what these weird things are. So that's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah, I
And
wonder
then-
if that kind of like unites the like maybe they're gonna do like the Indians and the fur
Yeah, they're
trappers
gonna
like
fucking get
they're-
together.
They're gonna be getting down at first until the predator shows up and they're like, oh wait, hold on, let's figure this shit out real quick.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like not to get political, but I would not want to see that. I don't want to see these indigenous be like, "Oh, yay, the white man's here to save us from
Yeah,
predator."
that would be
that would piss
fucked.
me off. I'd be like, "Really? Come on, you really had to fucking do that?" Like, I wanted to see like indigenous people like predator's first hunt because even like his technology is like low. Like even when he pulls the claws, a lot of his camo looks kind of shitty compared to the predators now. Like it's even him in like being back
Right.
in time. Like he has low gear. Like I don't even think you see his projectile in the trailers. It looks like he doesn't have that energy based projectile. It's like an arrow almost. So that would be cool to see, like to see this matchup. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, dude.
I've always been a huge fan of the Predator series, man. I've loved almost all of them. I could take or leave the second one. All the AVP movies, I didn't like those at all. I thought those were all really bad.
They were, I like the first one. The second one, they were doing way too much. They
Dude,
tried to,
yeah.
it was like way overdone. Like they could have killed it, but they didn't. They bombed it. Yeah, the first one, I enjoyed it, like for a sci-fi movie for what it is, dude. But it's
Yeah.
not like nothing like the regular Predator movie, like that first original Predator. I was like,
Alien,
and
too.
aliens on themselves, exactly. But when they tried to combine them, they just kind of fucked it.
Yeah, and it was such a good idea. And even like the concept of like, yeah, they come down here and hunt alien, blah blah blah. Like that was all a cool concept too. I just did not. I mean, I enjoyed it, like you said, for what it is, just like a sci-fi movie. But like in the world of Alien and in the world of Predator, like I just did not like it. But I will say, in the last Predator movie that came out, I liked how they tied in all of those movies together. Because at the end, or not at the end, when they have Predator like in that dam, like in that secret base. I don't know if you remember, you saw like the spears on the wall from Alien vs Predator, and I was like, okay, that was cool.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch that, but I mean, I might have to go back.
Yeah.
Real quick, you want to know a movie we've mentioned before that I just seen when I was floating through movies to watch?
What?
Splinter.
Splinter? Oh yeah, that's a good
I
one.
was watching the trailer and I was like, "Oh, that looks awful."
Oh really?
Compared to how I remember it.
Yeah,
being.
same here. I remember it being fucking cool. Maybe we should just watch it just for fun. I mean, shit, we could probably even do an episode just be like, okay, so what I remember was it was cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember anything other than they're stuck in a gas station. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
But yeah, well, not to get off topic, but you want to
Yeah,
fucking
sorry.
jump into this shit?
Yeah, I think so, man. Do you have any opinions about like what is your like? Because like I said, like I love Predator. I've loved the Predator movies. I think they're fucking cool. The concept is cool. Like, do you have any opinions you want to leave the viewers with about Predator before we hit this to see if our opinions change on the fact or on the matter? I mean,
I've always wanted to see a Predator movie where it's on predators, like a homeworld Predator movie.
Yeah.
Like that'd be pretty cool. But other than that, no, it's been interesting seeing it. I never was like a fanboy, but I've been into it. You know, like I dig it. I'm interested in what they got going on, but I never was like, oh fuck yeah, like how I do with like Star Wars or Marvel movies
yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like Predators, one of my more favorite on the sci-fi genre
same
characters.
here. When these movies come out, I always try to see them in theaters and shit. I mean, you
Yep.
know, for Christmas you got me that Predator
Yep.
thing for my collection. That was fucking cool. But fuck, I was about to say something about Predator, but well, I guess it's not that important. But yeah, I love these movies. I try to see them whenever I can. My dad introduced me to Predator back in the day. He was like, "You guys are gonna like this. It's like an alien that comes out of the bushes and eats people. That's how he described it. So I watched it and I was like, this is way cooler than what you just told me. But yeah, it's cool. Oh yeah, I remember to say like like I say, like alien movies scare the shit out of me, and I want it to be clear too. Like these aren't the kind of alien movies I talk about. It's always just like alien abduction. Like I can watch Alien, like the Alien movies. I can watch Predator. I can watch Starship Troopers. Like movies with aliens in them, like don't scare me. It's only like alien abductions. So I'm not gonna be scared during this, but I'm excited. I love these fucking movies.
So you get scared of the UFO, the
Yes.
alien invasions,
A
you
little
don't
bit.
you don't get scared of the like what's one like that happens on Earth that there's aliens on? I don't know.
Like
But
War of the
the
Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, no, that doesn't scare me. The one that is kind of like that scares me is it's called like Invasion, and it's kind of like a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh,
Like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers wasn't too scary. I've seen the black and white one, and I have a copy of the remake of that one. But the movie that came out after just called Invasion, like that one actually kind of scared me. Like I actually thought that was scary. The concept of that is like super fucky in my opinion. Like you go like they're vomiting in the water, and then you drink the water, and then you go to sleep, and when you go to sleep, that alien like body or whatever takes over your body, so you're no longer there. It's them now as being you.
It's a scary concept.
That is fucking terrifying in my opinion.
All right, so this one won't scare you.
Yeah, this one won't scare me. That's the thing. But we're gonna take off and get into it. I'm excited. I almost did the same thing you did this weekend where I was out in Cali visiting some family.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, we should watch it. I'm like, no, I have to do an episode. He's like, just fucking record it after. Let's watch it. And I thought about it, and I'm like, maybe we'll just record on my phone. He's like, you're being lame. I don't want to watch it with you anymore. And I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, so we're gonna take off, guys. Fuck, I'm so excited. You guys, we're gonna be back with spoilers. You know the drill.
Spoilers ahead.
What up, guys? We are back, man. That was wow. Yeah. What do you think?
Wow. Let's see here. I enjoyed it. I think they executed it perfectionistly. I like the acting. I think that they did a good job with casting their crew and making it really. You could tell it was Predator's first time on Earth. I enjoyed like watching him try to adapt to it, trying to find out spoilers, trying to find out who's the biggest predator
Literally,
like on
yeah.
Earth. You know, like his game. This was like totally his scene. He hunted until he found the alpha.
Yeah, like right when he's there, you see him, like, or they show like there's that bug and it's like crawling on his leg. Then the rat comes, eats the bug, and then the snake eats the rat. And then like he's sitting there, he's like trying to figure out what's the biggest predator there, like
Yep.
other predator. So that was very cool. I really like that take because they say this is his first hunt, and to see him doing that, like take on that rattlesnake, he's like, all right, cool, kill that snake, and then he fights that wolf, and then takes down that bear too. Like,
Dude, that wolf or that bear scene was gangster. He's over here just throwing. He's just punched.
dude, he just threw hands. He like throws hands with a fucking bear.
I like that though, because he like tries to do hand-to-hand combat, and as soon as the wolf bites him, he's like, okay, well this motherfucker got fangs, so he pulls out his blade.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
he starts just throwing hands with the bear because the bear's just standing up, like trying to get him. So
Oh,
he's
fuck
like,
yeah.
like he's trying to make it mutual combat.
Yeah, he's not just gonna use his biggest, baddest weapon like right out the gate. He's gonna like Predator matches what aggression he has, like to make it like a fair fight, because that's
Yep.
what he's about, and that was really cool.
He gets hit with the arrow, and then he shoots his little. I like how it wasn't like energy.
Yeah,
it was arrows, or like little. I don't even know, but that was badass.
Like darts. Yeah, his him having like older. Even I feel like his what's it called? Like his cloaking device wasn't as good as like the newer ones. Like you could still see him fairly good.
Right.
Which was pretty cool, like to see, and like you're saying, instead of an energy based weapon, it was like darts or arrows, whatever. Like that was fucking cool.
And he had like a shield.
Yeah,
That
dude,
was
literally
new.
like a
That was
classic
new.
shield.
That was pretty badass. I like the fight scene coordination, like when her brother was just whooping Predator's ass for a
Bro,
second.
he
He's
was
like
kicking
taking an
his
arrow
ass.
out, shooting another arrow right in his chest, taking that arrow out, shooting it again. Like I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, he was fucking him up, and it wasn't until Predator had to do like go invisible to like stop to get away. Like
He's
he
like, I'm
was,
getting fucked up.
yeah, he was getting fucked up, dude. But that, yeah, like you said, the fight scenes in this were fucking cool, dude. Like I really like this movie a lot. Like I said before, huge fan of the whole franchise, except for, of course, like the ones that I did enjoy, like the Alien vs Predator stuff. But Predator alone as a standalone, I've loved them all. I think they're fucking badass. I think
Absolutely.
Predator is a cool fucking like horror movie sci-fi monster. Like it's badass, and this was badass.
And I love how the natives were like trying to like hunt him too. Like, but like
Yeah.
some of the predators, people are like, "Fuck that shit," but these guys are like, "Oh, you think you hard?" Like,
Yeah, literally, they were squaring up. They're like, let's fucking take him. Let's go.
They see us, so their homies just get dropped real quick, and they just jump over that log like,
Yeah,
Let's
literally. Dude, it was badass. I saw like a lot of memes are coming out right now. We're like, bro, they like nailed this in the sense that let's start dropping Predator in random time periods and there was one I saw this morning. And it was like, oh, like let's take Predator and drop him in like feudal Japan, and he has to go against like samurais or some shit. Like that would be fucking cool. Like
That
you know,
would've
we
been badass.
start seeing more stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then one of the things too that I like, they did do a lot of connections with the other movies, like subtle too, nothing like too stupid where you're like, oh, that was a total steal, but which was good though because this was supposed to be his first hunt, so it's hard to connect movies that take place in present time and connect them to that. But
Right.
they did a good job, like even like the part where they're using the brother and her for bait. And she's like, I don't think we can kill it. And then he says, like, oh, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Like, that was a perfect one-liner from the first Predator movie, Arnold says.
Yeah.
And then there was the part at the end when she's in that trap trying to lure him. She's saying, like, the same thing that Arnold said at the end of the movie when she's like, come on, like, yelling at him trying to draw him in. That's literally that. And then, of course, my favorite was the flintlock gun. Like, at the end of like, I just watched the second Predator the other day just because I was like, oh, I want to see, like, if I missed anything, too. And I never noticed. I didn't realize it till I saw it literally yesterday again, where at the end, the Predator, like, the big boss dude throws the cop, the sheriff, or whatever, from, I don't remember the character's name, throws him the flintlock at the end and is like, take it. And then, like, he looks at it. It's the same flintlock that she used in this movie, which was fucking cool. I was like, dude, that is so tight to tie it all in.
That was pretty. I enjoy those little loopholes like that. Those little, you gotta catch it.
Yeah,
You gotta be
yeah.
a fan, you know, to catch things.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's cool. The little Easter eggs are fun for when fans catch it.
Oh, 100%.
I notice them a lot in like like Marvel movies and shit, or like things I'm real like geeked out about.
Yeah.
I see little things I'm like, oh, like that meme from Leonardo DiCaprio sitting.
Oh,
on
yeah.
TV pointing.
Yeah.
Like there it is.
Yeah, literally.
So I enjoy those a lot. It makes it more enjoyable as a fan because it just brings you
Oh,
back.
yeah.
You reflect on it.
Dude, that's the best way to say it. Yeah, it brings you back.
Yep. You're like, oh. So I don't know. Another thing I would say about the movie was the like overall just nailing who the characters are as a unit, like the indigenous tribes.
for real.
They really like shout out to them for making like their heritage be known. Like they're actors, but you could tell like they are real deep into their roots.
Oh, yeah.
Even the French guys, like they were kicking it. Like they were like history was on point with that shit.
Dude, yeah. And I loved all that big sequence of him like fucking up all those like fur trappers.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the carnage in this movie alone was fucking cool. Like that like made it awesome also.
Yeah, dude, didn't he? I don't know. He did some crazy shit. When he was like, I don't know what my favorite part was when he did
Same
it. But
here.
like, man, like he did the shield, cut people open. He used his net. He used all his.
Oh yeah,
tools.
the net, yeah.
Dropped a bomb on their asses.
I loved too, like with that bomb thing too. Like you're seeing some of these things, these tools that we've seen Predator use, and they're like obviously older models of it too. Like down to his helmet, that gauntlet, a bomb thing. Like it wasn't like a big fucking bomb. It was just like 3 little drone bombs.
Yep.
That was like isolated. Like we're seeing these tools that we see Predator use now, and they're older. Like even what you were saying. Instead of like that energy-based weapon, it was like darts. Like so that was really cool to see too, and I really liked that. I think this movie was fucking great. Honestly, I've already watched it twice now. Like I
Me too.
fucking loved it.
I think it was even the mask detail, like how you said the mask like looks like old school, dude.
Dude,
Like,
old school. It looks like a skull. Like it's
Yep.
fucking cool.
the only weird thing I would say is that I was like, what the hell is like they didn't nail him like as Predator, but I thought that was cool too. Maybe it's like a different version or different character.
Yeah, the last Predator movie that came out, they had like talked about like that's the only thing is like when he comes down, like they're taking like spinal fluid or some shit and they're injecting it into themselves to speed up evolution to make themselves like, oh, like humans on this planet or like humans are like the best predators here, so we're gonna find the best predator. And that's why they're taking brains and spine, because they're using it to like enhance themselves to be a better predator. So even then, when his mask comes off, he almost looks, in my opinion, like if you look back in ancient times, like what Neanderthals look like. In my opinion, he looked like that as a like predator version. Like his head was kind of shaped like that. Like he looked like a prehistoric version of Predator for the Predator creatures.
Prehistoric predator. That makes sense.
Literally.
That's actually pretty good. I didn't even think about it that way. That's badass. Because you got to think that was what, how many years ago before
Yeah,
the
exactly.
predator, and like nowadays predator, like that was a long time ago. So I don't know, 1,000 years.
Yeah.
A couple hundred years.
A couple hundred years. Yeah, yeah, it was fucking good though. I was really excited to see this movie, and it did not fucking disappoint, bro. It had me from the beginning all the way up to like the very end.
Hell yeah! Let's not forget the strong lead of this movie.
Oh
the
yeah.
dog.
Oh yeah, the dog, dude, he was a G. He came out whenever they fucking need, like he would disappear, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? The dog just ran off, and then he would like come back with like a tomahawk or like come back and like attack predator something like.
Yeah, he gets in and he leaves. Like,
Yeah.
even with the bear, he got in and he was like, "Fuck that." He's like, I did what I can. It's up to you now, girl.
Yeah, I think you said it earlier when we were watching it the first time. Like, dude, this dog just like drive-by hits. He just like
Yeah.
comes up, like
Drive-by.
he's like, "Fuck you," real quick, and then he's like, "I'm out."
That bitch she was just sitting there like, where'd the dog go? She sees the dog running back and she's like, oh, okay. Knowing damn well this bear is chasing him. And
Yeah.
she's just looking and then, oh shit, the bear. Like, no, the bear was chasing the dog.
Yeah, you gotta watch that shit. Oh man, I know like a lot of people like, of course, like dude, I hate today's like environment. Like people get so fucking negative. Like a bunch of people were like shitting on it, saying like, oh, like shitting on the whole thing that like, oh, of course they had to have a woman be the one to fight Predator. I'm like, bro, do you not realize there's a whole fucking franchise called Alien where the lead fucking up the aliens is a female too? But that was all like,
Ripley.
yeah, Ripley. Everyone loves that, but then like people want to nitpick at this shit, and it's just like, oh, so fucking annoying, dude. Today's climate, like you can't just fucking enjoy the movie.
Yeah,
You
I don't
have
give a
to get political.
I don't care if it's a man or a woman, if they're white, black, yellow, purple. I don't care if they're good.
Yeah.
What they're doing, if they make the movie pop, then I don't care who
Especially
leads
it was such good acting in this movie.
Yeah,
I think.
I think this was like one of her first major roles. I could be wrong, but she's not a big.
Yeah,
She's not a big person.
nothing that I recognize at all. Like I haven't even really looked deep into what she's in, but watching this, I don't recognize her from anything. I'll probably find something. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know, but nothing that rings a bell right now.
All I'm saying is she made me wish that I was back in those days.
Oh man.
But I will say she sucked at giving her little victory screech at the end. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, dude, that was so comical, dude. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, that was so bad.
She just was. She's just sitting there. She's like, ha! I was like, what the fuck was
She's
that?
like, ah, ah, ah. I was like, what? That was so bad, dude. I was like, what the? Everyone else was like, on par, like kicking ass and like really getting it out there, and then she just does it at the end. I was like, what? What was that?
What the dog doing?
Yeah, get the dog. Let the dog do it instead.
Yeah.
The dog probably be better.
Oh my god. Anything else you could think of that we're missing?
No, dude. Oh, just the big thing. I know that after the director has like teased him doing a second one, but I didn't realize it till I watched it the second time, and I showed you this morning.
Yep, the cave paintings.
Yeah, at the end of the credits, like if you guys haven't seen, it's not really at the end, but during the credits, it's showing like cave paintings of like the whole movie, like telling the story. And right at the very end, it says like "Prey," right? Like right after she brings the head to camp, and the "Prey" title comes up. Well, right after that, it shows the next cave drawing is them pointing in the sky, and several of like it's like 3 or 4 of the Predator ships are coming down towards their family's camp or whatever, like towards the tribe, and then it ends, and it's like, oh shit, so like that's gonna be cool, like. Is Predator coming, or are the Predators coming to claim the body, or are they coming like for another hunt because they're like, holy shit, like we lost one of ours down here. This is where the fucking game is, like to be hunting, because that's like their MO is to come and hunt the biggest baddest predators, and that's on Earth it's us humans.
Depending if we have weapons.
Yeah, and the thing too is like, especially because of the second Predator, like they get that flintlock somehow.
Oh yeah.
So that maybe that's why they're gonna come down, and that's gonna be where it's gonna tie in. Maybe they won't make a second one. They'll just keep doing what they've been doing, and just making these random Predator movies, and then being able to, and they just tie them in. Even though they're not directly connected, other than Predator, they find ways to connect them, and it works. I feel like they've been doing great with this franchise. I know some people like always are shitting on like remakes and prequels and all that bullshit, but as a horror movie fan, everything nowadays is a fucking remake of something.
Yeah, there's nothing original no more. There's no more original ideas, dude.
No.
And it'd be hard. I mean, we've been doing this for so long. Horror movies have been out forever. You know, it gets hard to find something unique when everything's been thought of already, basically.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And if this is what we have to do to make a unique movie is take like a concept like Predator and be like, hey, what about let's make a movie about his first visit to Earth, like that, and
That's badass.
Yeah, that's badass. That's fucking cool. I enjoyed it. Loved this movie.
I forgot to tell you too. Speaking of running out of ideas for horror movies, I seen the stupidest poster for a movie that's coming out. It's called The Shark Side of the Moon. The trailer looks like it was like great, like not one of those stupid sci-fi movies, but like actually directed and filmed well.
Yeah.
But it's about like these people in the Soviet Union injected these sharks to make them humanoid to give them like a mutant advantage in the war or something, and then they got out of control, so they shipped them off to the moon. And then all these years later, our astronauts like ran into them on the moon and like get eaten by them and shit.
Dude, I gotta watch. You said
I gotta show you the
Shark
Shark Side of the Moon.
Shark Side of the Moon. Watch it. See, now we should do an episode on that. Is it out yet, or what, do you know
No,
anything?
I don't know. I don't remember when it came out. I just remember I seen it while I was at work on the computer. I'm lazy at work, guys. I was on the computer and I was like looking at new shit, and one article came up about this new movie, and I was like, no. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll check it out, dude. I'll check it out, and we'll follow up on that one. I know we still have to do the movie that the homeboy, that dude hit us up on our Instagram. Still got some other movies that we've watched that we want to do episodes of. It's just been.
I want to watch The Black Phone. I heard that was really good.
Yeah, Nick actually he had listened to our Nope episode, I think, or he hit me up. He's like, "Oh, I've been listening to your guys' podcast." He's like, "You guys are doing a good job." He's like, "You guys should do Black Phone." And I'm like, "I am fucking down."
Dude,
So,
I've been wanting to watch it, so I'm down. I've heard nothing but good things. I've heard nothing but good things about that movie, so I'm so down for that.
yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, we'll get on that soon. But yeah,
Yep.
dude, but I got nothing left. This movie was fucking great, guys. I liked it. Hope you guys liked it too.
Absolutely, we'll get onto it. We're getting some more content in, so stay tuned. It sounds like we got some projects coming up.
Hell yeah, have a good one, guys.